Yep, 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 yep. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I get up in the morning, say a prayer with me and my son to make sure he's blessed and make sure he has his covenant, know his covenant, and that the presence of the Lord is always with him at all times. I call him a young king because I feel like it's important. You call your children what you want them to become. I didn't have, like I say, man, I didn't have that growing up. My mother was a home economics teacher. Then when she moved to Wake County, she became assistant principal at Westlake. And then when she retired, she went back into the home economics field with my mother. And she was an evangelist. She had a church. She spent so much time working. That's why I was able to do some of the things that I wanted to do. And I learned a lot. Had a lot of friends. Um, my stepfather, he worked 2 jobs because he had other children. My stepfather had other children. My father, at one point, he wasn't allowed to be in my life. He wasn't allowed to come within 1,000 feet of me growing up at one point because of certain things him and my mother had going on. So I made it a point in my child's life that no matter what, I was going to be there for my son. No matter what. I believe the resources that I lost, I will gain again. But I don't think anything is more important than the presence of a very involved father who could uplift their children, because you don't never know what goes on with your children once you let them go to the school. You don't. So you always try to be present. And it's like I said, it's just me. My fiance passed when my son was 13 months old. He was a baby. And I spent a lot of money. I spent a lot of money just making sure he was happy during those baby stages. From the time he was 13 months till he was 8, I spent over $220,000. $220,000 from the time he was born until he was 8. That was my own money that I had saved up. He's 11 now. I had to quit my job because people, every time I was focusing on work, something would always come up, so I had to be available for him. People will come along and try to play games and try to make it seem like you're not in place when it's convenient for them. I would go out and do some jobs, and certain people say they would help me, but while they were trying to help me, they were trying to downgrade me at the same time and make other people seem like I had abandoned or I left. No, I was always present, always been there. It's sad. People make up lies and rumors and false accusations to try to tear down one person. And half the time, that one person they're trying to tear down ain't even focused on them, or is totally somewhat. I'm not even. I may see these people, but I don't see these people because I don't know them. And it's sad, yo. I'm just trying to be an involved father. When I left my job, not the last time, the first time I had to leave, I was making $55,000 a year. That may not seem a lot, but and when I started my own business in 2018, boy, I was making almost double that amount. But when 2021 came along, my father played. He had some people in the law enforcement behind his back and staged something that could have been totally avoided, but I was trying to protect my son. And they put those charges on me, and it affected my business. People spread rumors and lies and didn't know the truth that my father jumped on me first. And that really hurt my business. And I had people jumping on me in the streets because they thought I was trying to protect my son. Am I right or wrong, son?
Right.
People don't know the truth. There's two sides to every story. Always try to get to know the other side first before you try to accuse someone. And then after my mother passed away, the reason why I don't deal with a whole lot of family, I watched my cousins. My cousins stole money out of my accounts. And people act like I'm supposed to walk around here and still talk to them, smile on their face, go to family functions with them. No, no. I was molested as a child by the one close to me who was supposed to be my sister when I was 6. And people act like me and her supposed to be so close. No, no. No child, no child should be forced to eat anyone's pussy. They should not be forced to eat no one's pussy at 6. And then when you go tell certain people in the family what's going on, all they can do is tell you, don't tell nobody else that. But you still have to acknowledge that's your sister and walk. And then they want to act like they're in charge, in control of you all the time. Nah, me and my sister, that's my sister, but we're not that close. We're not. People we put on the front because my parents made us do that, but I've always been by myself. Man, that's why the Bible, that book, and like I said, the Bible's been a roadmap to help me stay on my purpose. But it's been my faith, which is my prayer life, that has allowed me to go this far. And I walk with my head up high and smile all the time because I've had people try to put fake charges on me for years. Even back in 2012, that woman called me to her house, well, a house, to pick her up, to take her, see her too. She had a son and a daughter. That's all I do. But when they finally let me in that house, they were running a train on that female, and there was 5 or 6 other people there at that house. But people always knew I had money on me, and I did anything I could to get up out of there. But when I got back outside to my car, my firearm was brand new. I never used it. I just let them know I had it. And other people that was there that saw what was going, they ran into the house. I left. That was in 2012. There was another incident that people tried to put on me. Right after high school, I was dating a female, white female, Marissa. I was dating Marissa outside of my race. And a bunch of 4-wheel drive trucks, when we were leaving Rockingham, tried to block us off on US 1 and tried to snatch me out of my car. And we got into a fight on US 1. But the rest of the people that left the car, the drag strip with us, they came flying up number 1. I recognized the headlights because at that time we had those hyper white HID bulbs and the yellow fog lights. Everybody in our car club had those. When I seen those headlights come up the highway, I knew my friends were coming to save me. They told me to get out of there. And when I left. That was a very traumatic experience. I'd never been in anything like that. But I never physically harmed anybody. The dude that was on the back of the truck, when he stood up, I don't know what he had in his hand. I pulled him by his shirt collar so he wouldn't, whatever he had in his hand, he wouldn't hit me with it. We got to fight in the street. But people try to put charges on me for something I didn't have nothing to do with. I don't know what happened, what took place after I left. I made sure I got Marissa back to her parents' house in Cary off of Tryon Road, Lake Willow Road. But people try to put charges on me for that. I don't even know what in the world took place after that. I don't. That was when everybody had Nextels. I use this platform right here for me to vent. It's therapy. But it's for me to clear the air. Because there's two sides to every story. And people they isolate me so I can't tell my side of the story. Y'all be blessed, be encouraged, get into your word. Feed your spirit, feed your natural. Pray just as much as you eat. Be encouraged, not discouraged. Y'all be blessed.